revealed your nickname of last year as high school. Can you take us through your three-point game, what it was last year at this time, to what you're able to do now this year?
He took you through my nickname.
Your nickname was high school, he said? Because you were always standing on the line.
Sure, I guess.
Oh,
okay, yeah. He still calls me that sometimes, but I've tried to scoop myself back now, and my teammates are doing a great job finding me on offensive rebounds and, kickouts from the post.
Looking.
Cool. Done.
Jim.
All right.
Frank, there was a pretty significant stretch in the second half where you weren't scoring, but your team still was at an efficient rate. What does that say about the versatility and just how many scorers you have on the court?
It just says that anybody can step up at any time. Sam had a stretch, Bronson had a stretch where he was scoring. Nigel had some big buckets, so it just goes to show that we can beat you in a lot of different ways.
For Sam and Frank on the other end, defensively, what kind of work did Josh do today, especially on none, which I think he took him for most of the game?
Well, if you look at the numbers, 2 of 10, 0 of 2, only 4 free throws. So it's a pretty good day. Kendrick's been playing good basketball as of late, getting a shot off. So I think he did a pretty good job. And then across the board as a team, when you have a guy leading you like that on defensive end, it raises the level of everyone else. And to hold a good team like that to 49 points is a job well done, I thought. Jeff.
Frank, Bo was talking about the 3-3-pointers they hit back to back to back to kind of get them jump-started, and they eventually had the 22-20 lead when Rice had that steal and score. From that point on, what do you think were the keys that allowed you guys to kind of get a little working lead by the end of the half and then pull away in the second half?
Just getting stops. He was pretty upset after we gave up 3 threes in a row. What was it, like a minute and something? So they did most of their scoring in the first half, or a significant chunk in their scoring, in a very short amount of time. So we just had to, play defense and get stops and, turn that into offense.
Jim.
Sam, I know you thought we were kind of being nitpicky about routes turning into kind of closer scores at the end. Was today more like it in terms of how you want to finish?
Did we play better in the second half?
I would say yes. What do you think?
Well, I thought we did okay. So maybe we don't have to talk about that as much. But no, it's fine. Bronson, I thought, played really well in the second half. Really raised the level of us. Hit those 3 threes, and then Frank and Nige get on the offensive glass a couple times there in the second half. Then leading to kickouts. Those type of plays are big. So we can build off that. See that we put together a pretty good 40 minutes, and learn from it. And tomorrow is another day to get better.
Zach. Bronson, a couple of your threes came off of offensive rebounds. You guys make them work through the entire shot clock to defend you anyways. How demoralizing is it then to also have to man up and play another 35 or whatever it is?
We just try to move the ball, swing it on offense, run swing, run the shot clock down a little bit, make them defend. And I thought our bigs did a good job of getting those tip-outs and other offensive rebounds. And like I said, they did a good job of finding open guys on the three-point line, and we knocked some shots down too, so that was good.
This is for anyone, really. Only 3 points off the bench, and you guys, all the starters, playing a lot of minutes tonight. Do you see that as an issue, or do you embrace playing a lot of minutes out there with the starting guys?
Well, we like being on the floor, obviously. I don't think any of us, I think we'd be lying if we said we don't enjoy being on the court for a long period of time. But, those guys will come around. There's been a couple games where maybe they haven't contributed in the ways that they'd like to, but they bring energy and bring effort. And we know they're good players. They're going to pick it up, when we need them to. So a few bad days here and there are going to happen, but we always know tomorrow, like I said, is a new day, and they're going to get back to it. And before you know it, you'll see them doing big things again off the bench.
Rob.
Yeah, guys, I think Selection Sunday is a month from today. What is this next month going to be like, and what do you feel you have to do with that final month to get where you want to go come postseason?
Win.
I hope it gets warmer outside.
Yeah.
Personally.
We have Penn State on Wednesday, right? So that we should try to win that one. And
Just
then
taking it game
the
by
next
game.
one, and then the next one. Then it'll work.
Eric in the back.
Sam, you hate the nitpicky.
Hey.
You hate the nitpicky questions, but does it just speak to how good you guys really are when you have to answer questions about not playing well in the second half when you end up winning by double digits?
Well, I think there's always going to be questions, regardless of how things are going. Yeah. Things are going well right now. We're playing good basketball. We're sharing the ball. We're having fun with it and winning games. And that's, there's going to be good times, bad times. Right now, we're in the good times. It's been a good year overall, but there's more for us to improve on. You guys have questions, but we also have questions within the locker room that we have to answer. And we have goals that we've set, and so we're nowhere near where we want to be. And we have a lot of work to do if we want to get to our ultimate goal. But like we said, it starts Wednesday again, and if we can continue to build off this last 40, things will shape up for us.
Ashley in the back.
Sam, Coach mentioned that your steal and dunk in the first half was a spark for you guys. Is that kind of how it felt on the floor as well?
Yeah. I think overall, I played a pretty good defense tonight, and they've been harping on me, that if I play good defense, it brings our energy level up for everybody, and that, I got to use my athleticism. I didn't think I played very well on the offensive end, so turn around and try to be aggressive defensively and just try to, cause some havoc a little bit. And I thought I got a few good steals there in the first half and kind of get us sparked. And, Frank took it from there on the offensive end.
Frank, I was wondering if you could just kind of touch on what was going so well for you early on and what they tried to do then in the second half to kind of try to slow you down a little bit.
Just the way they were playing. It seemed like they were doing something different, pretty much every time. So I was trying to take advantage of it, whether they were switching from man to a 2-3 zone to, pressing us. So I was just trying to get something going inside, because if we get the inside game going, it's going to open up a lot of different stuff for us. So I was able to have a pretty good stretch there, getting the ball into the paint. But in the second half, you could see they made adjustments. They were playing ball screens different. And, if I set good screens on that, it got Bronson open. Sometimes he was able to get into the lane and knock down some big shots. So it's just one of those things where you got to read how the defense is playing you and then go from there.
Right here in front.
Bronson, on a game like today, what do you hang your hat on? The 15 points or no turnovers over 37 minutes of play?
Well, the first thing I look at when I see the box scores is my assist-turnover ratio. And I guess I didn't have any turnovers, so I was happy with that.
I had one.
Anything else for the players? All right. Thanks, guys.